Have you ever looked at the world's most successful people, whether it's Bill Gates, Steven Spielberg, or Warren Buffett, and wondered, how did they do it? How did they launch their careers when no one knew their names? What secret do they know that others don't? That's exactly the question the author Alex Banayan set out to answer. But he didn't just search for advice. He hacked the Price is Right, won a sailboat, sold it, and used the money to track down and interview some of the world's biggest icons. No matter who you are, the third door will help you see the world differently. If you're a student, it will show you how to create your own opportunities. If you're an entrepreneur, it will teach you how to hustle your way to success. If you feel stuck in your career, it will give you a fresh perspective on what's possible. And what he discovered: success is like getting into an exclusive nightclub. Most people wait in line, hoping to get in through the first door, the main entrance where 99% of people stand in line, hoping for their turn. A lucky few, like billionaires or those with powerful connections, walk right in through the second door. But what about the rest of us? There's always a third door, a way in that's hidden, unconventional, and requires creativity, hustle, and persistence. This book isn't just about success. It's about redefining the way we think about achieving our dreams. And the best part, these lessons apply to everyone, whether you're a student, an entrepreneur, or someone stuck in a career you don't love. The 5 steps to finding your own third door. Author's journey revealed 5 key steps, each covered in a different section of this book. Let's break them down. Step 1. Ditch the line. Most people spend their lives waiting for an opportunity, waiting for permission, waiting for their turn. But successful people don't wait, they make things happen. In this step, author shares how he overcame his fears, got creative, and started taking action. This step is about shifting from waiting to doing. Example: instead of hoping to one day meet his dream mentors, author took action, hacking a game show, reaching out to strangers, and putting himself in situations where he could meet influential people. Step 2. Run down the alley. Once you decide to stop waiting, the next step is to start taking risks, trying different approaches until something works. Many people quit too early because they face rejection. Author shows that persistence is everything. Example: he shares how he literally crouched in a bathroom for hours just to get a chance to meet one of his dream interviewees. It sounds crazy, but it worked. Step 3. Find your inside man. No one achieves success alone. Every great leader, entrepreneur, and artist had someone on the inside, a mentor, a coach, a guide, who helped them get to the next level. But how do you find your inside man? Author breaks down the art of networking, how to connect with the right people, and how to provide value before you ask for help. Example: one of the biggest lessons author learned was that no one ever asks. Most people are too afraid to reach out to successful figures, but those who do often find that people want to help, if you approach them the right way. Step 4. Trudge through the mud. This is where most people give up. Rejection, failure, self-doubt, these are inevitable. But author learned from icons like Warren Buffett and Maya Angelou that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about pushing through, learning, and improving. Example: author faced countless rejections, including being blacklisted from Warren Buffett's office. Instead of quitting, he learned how to adapt, refine his approach, and keep moving forward. Step 5. Take the third door. After all the lessons, challenges, and rejections, there's only one thing left: go for it. The third door isn't just a metaphor, it's a mindset. Instead of following the traditional path, carve out your own. If no one is opening doors for you, find a window, climb through a back entrance, or build your own door. Example: whether it was Bill Gates negotiating with IBM at age 19 or Spielberg sneaking into a movie studio and pretending to work there until they hired him, every successful person has found their own third door. Welcome to the third door, a thrilling and eye-opening journey into the hidden paths of success. Have you ever wondered how the world's most successful people, Bill Gates, Steven Spielberg, or Lady Gaga, managed to break through? Did they have special privileges? Were they just lucky? Or did they do something different? This book uncovers that secret. Success, as author reveals, is like a nightclub. There are 3 ways in. The first door, the main entrance where most people wait in line, hoping to get in. The second door, the VIP entrance where celebrities and the ultra-privileged walk in effortlessly. The third door, the one nobody tells you about, the one where you jump out of line, run around the alley, bang on the door 100 times, sneak through the kitchen, or find another creative way inside. This audiobook is for anyone who has ever dreamed big but felt stuck. Whether you're a student looking for direction, an entrepreneur striving for a breakthrough, or someone simply trying to navigate life's challenges, the third door will change how you see opportunities and possibilities. Now, let's dive into the 5 powerful steps that will help you find your own third door. Step 1. Ditch the line. Most people spend their lives waiting for permission, for the right moment, or for someone to pick them. But what if you stopped waiting? Author's journey began when he questioned his own path. Instead of following the traditional route to success, he took matters into his own hands. By winning a game show, he funded his journey to interview the world's most successful people. His lesson? Stop waiting. Take action. Yes, instead of hoping to one day meet his dream mentors, author took action, hacking a game show, reaching out to strangers, and putting himself in situations where he could meet influential people. Waiting in line is comfortable, but rarely leads to extraordinary success. Those who succeed find a way to break free from the queue. Author's story of hacking his way onto the Price is Right is an example of refusing to wait for opportunities and instead creating them. He teaches us that bold, unconventional actions can lead to remarkable breakthroughs. The takeaway here is to challenge the norm, take calculated risks, and make the first move. Step 2. Run down the alley. Once you leave the line, you have to find another way in. This means being bold, resourceful, and willing to take risks. Author shares stories of legendary figures who took unconventional paths. Steven Spielberg, for example, didn't get a job in Hollywood the usual way. He snuck into Universal Studios and created his own opportunities. The key takeaway? If one path is blocked, find another. He shares how he literally crouched in a bathroom for hours just to get a chance to meet one of his dream interviewees. It sounds crazy, but it worked. Spielberg's method of sneaking onto the studio lot exemplifies persistence and creativity. He identified an opportunity where others saw a dead end. This step encourages us to embrace non-traditional approaches, be flexible in our thinking, and push beyond comfort zones. Rather than seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as opportunities to think differently and carve out new routes toward your goals. Step 3. Find your inside man. No one achieves success alone. Behind every great person is a mentor, a guide, or an insider who opens doors. Author explains how he learned to build relationships with influential people by offering value first. Whether it's through mentorship, networking, or simply asking for advice, finding the right connections can accelerate your journey. Mentors and connections are game changers. Author emphasizes that the key is not just asking for help, but strategically positioning yourself to receive it. He shares how he built trust and credibility with influential figures, using persistence and humility. By developing genuine relationships and finding an advocate on the inside, you can gain access to opportunities that otherwise seem out of reach. The lesson? Be proactive in finding mentors, nurture authentic relationships, and create value before expecting anything in return. One of the biggest lessons author learned was that no one ever asks. Most people are too afraid to reach out to successful figures, but those who do often find that people want to help, if you approach them the right way. Step 4. Trudge through the mud. Success is never easy. Every person author interviewed faced failures, rejections, and setbacks. But what set them apart was their resilience. This chapter dives into the struggles of figures like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, showing that perseverance and adaptability are just as important as talent. Setbacks are inevitable, but persistence determines the outcome. Author shares how even the most successful people faced enormous failures before reaching their goals. Learning from rejection and using failure as a stepping stone is a key theme. This step urges listeners to embrace challenges, develop mental toughness, and persist despite obstacles. Those who keep going, even when the road is rough, eventually reach their destination. Example is, author faced countless rejections, including being blacklisted from Warren Buffett's office. Instead of quitting, he learned how to adapt, refine his approach, and keep moving forward. Step 5. Take the third door. At the end of the day, those who succeed are the ones who refuse to give up. The third door is always there, you just have to be willing to find it. Author wraps up his journey with personal revelations, showing that redefining success on your own terms is the ultimate key to fulfillment. Success is rarely straightforward. It requires creativity, persistence, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. The final step ties everything together, reinforcing the idea that everyone has their own unique path. By thinking differently, persevering through struggles, and seeking alternative routes, anyone can create their own success story. The lesson? Take control, refuse to accept limitations, and keep pushing until you find your own third door. This book isn't just a collection of inspiring stories. It's a roadmap to taking action in your own life. By the time you finish listening, you won't just believe in possibilities. You'll be ready to chase them. Whether it was Bill Gates negotiating with IBM at age 19 or Spielberg sneaking into a movie studio and pretending to work there until they hired him, every successful person has found their own third door. The journey to success is not linear, nor is it reserved for a privileged few. It is open to anyone willing to take risks, think creatively, and refuse to accept no for an answer. The third door teaches us that behind every breakthrough is a person who dared to go beyond the conventional route. By applying these lessons, you too can find your way through life's toughest barriers. So what is the first step that you're going to take after watching this video? What is the most interesting lesson you learned from this book? Writing that in the comment section will make you think deeply about it.